What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Black Label Chiha coming to you with another video on this game, Black Deck. So this tournament has been going on. I just wanted to briefly go over this. And as I mentioned in yesterday's video, within the first 24 hours, someone was going to at least hit 30,000. One person, my man's whoever this guy is, Ram Phoenix, I like that name. That's pretty cool. Hit 31,000 in the first day. I already saw it coming. Like I said before, the point total is too low for this type of tournament, in my opinion, and that's just going off of previous tournaments that we had before where the point totals were too low. Players were able to hit them way too soon, and now you have an influx of players trying to play catch up. Right? So it was one of those things. And this looks like it may or may not be one of those situations. I would have raised it to at least 50 to 100, about 50,000. I'll say 50,000 at least. And that would have made it a little bit less like, oh my goodness. But they still would have got it within the first 2 days. I prefer 2 days than the first day. So that's just me on that one. Okay. Now that we have this tournament going, let's dive a little bit deeper back into the island faction a little bit. So first things before I give my opinions on what you should and should not be using in this tournament and future versions of this tournament, comment below what you are using in this tournament. Me, I wasn't ready for it at all. So my choice has been, my hero was Margot the Brave. She's the one of two heroes that I have from this faction. Obviously I have John Aerostorm, and then I have Margot the Brave. Okay, John Aerostorm probably fits a little bit better with dragons than Margot, and the only reason why I say that is because he has that resistance to all elements for all ranged allies. That's including himself. Okay, if it would have said other, then it would have just been everybody but him. All right, but I chose Margot because she has that self-healing factor, and she is stronger when maxed out base without artifacts and stuff like that. She is stronger than John Aerostorm, and that's usually most melee cards, to be completely honest. All right, second thing, you should be using a couple of the dragons, at least the rare ones. The only reason I'm saying at least those is because the epics and legendary ones are typically the more difficult ones to get. This would be kind of easy to get because it is a forge option for you. If you go to the forge, it is an option for you to forge the Golden Dragon. Okay, and Golden Dragon does give you, especially when you max it out, well, it will summon every turn. Every turn it'll summon up to 3 times every turn and up to 4 times every turn maxed out. Okay, that's what I'm reading from that. And it has a shield for itself the first time, and it gives all other dragons a buff as well. So there's that as well. So at least Sea Dragon and Young Dragon, at least those two, or one of the two. Okay, I think, let's look at their base. Young Dragon's 890 base, and which is stronger than Sea Dragon base. Okay, then if you are using the epics, hopefully you have a copy of Blue Dragon, Purple Dragon. Those would be two of the main big behemoths you should be using. They do tend to get really big pause, but that's just because of all the epic dragons boost each other, or boost all other dragons on board. Okay, the rare ones don't do anything like that. They just shock. okay, or they burn. But all the other dragons boost each other, okay. So that keep that in mind. If you are using another other epic dragons, I would say green dragon because of its poison ability as well, and it's a little bit stronger base than purple and blue dragon. Okay, so they are a little bit stronger. If you are, which if in all honesty, you have to use the dragons in my opinion for the most part, or you can use the pirates. Just have a pirate themed deck using Margot the Brave, and have a couple range cards here and there. So you could do something like that as well on a budget version of the island faction deck, right? And when I say budget, that means you don't have to spend a lot of money or spend a lot of resources to build up their skills and stuff like that. You can just use copies of themselves. You don't have to use any books or tomes. All right. But the more expensive route, obviously, will be using legendaries. If you have Howling Star, by all means, use him. He is a beast for this type of situation as well, along with Kenshi Haya. I want to say it in a different way, but I don't want to sound really, really mean, and then I don't want to say it the way I'm thinking because it's touchy. Using those two cards would be very, very beneficial as well if you are using the legendaries. If you have them, too. If you don't have them, it is what it is. You do with what you got. Okay, I don't have them all. Only have, what legendary do I have? 2 of them. Siren, which I have a copy of already, and it's a prize if you win first place. Then I obviously have a copy of Chromatic Dragon as well, who has resistance to all elements, all on its own, and it applies a random element for 2 turns when it dies. So that's a win-win in that situation as well. Just so you can see the forge, let me go to it. And then boom, as you see here, you have forge. You have 4 cards you can use. One of them you actually have to pull, which is this card here. That guy is one you have to pull. Unfortunately, you can't forge him. Unlike Fairy here and this guy here, you have to forge him, that vampire. So, it is what it is in this situation, and you have to do what you can with what you got and just go from there. So that's just to show you what's available to you and what options you should have. But something, if you're in a situation like myself where I wasn't ready for this tournament, by landslide I wasn't ready, I'm probably a little better off than some people who just got in. But still, if you weren't ready, now at least you have a baseline of what you can go to and what you can use in order to better prepare yourself. Okay, they do have this flash offer that's available for today and tomorrow. You get a copy of Chromatic Dragon if you don't have it, and you get some soul stones, some potions, coins for $75. That's up to you if you want to do it. I personally won't do it at all. That's me personally. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it at that for there, and I'm in the video right here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, holla back at your boy. Peace.